Well, hello there. Are you ready to see my top 3 DIY from Dollar Tree that are extremely easy to make for your home decor? I hope it's a yes, so let's craft. Alright, for this project you'll need 2 packs of tennis balls from the Dollar Tree, which is pack of 6, a 1 circle from the 3D reef form, which I cut it in half using my pliers, and then I used my drill to drill the holes. I picked the smallest drill bit and drill it like right through. But be careful when you drill it because the balls are so squishy that I almost ruined one. But I fixed it, so I did this to 12 of my balls, and then I just, dressed them on the wire freeform, and they just look perfect already. So now I went to my floral tape that is from the Dollar Tree as well, and I secured the opening where I cut it with my pliers. So I want to make the balls look like the wooden beads, so you can go with the antique white from Apple Bear, or I went with the Rust-Oleum with chiffon cream, and I went outside and sprayed it. Look how gorgeous it is. Okay, to secure the balls, I went back to this nasty tape. I don't know, something's wrong with it. It feels so yucky, but I secured the balls so they don't move. You kind of wrap a couple of times so you get this little lump at the end of each side, and your balls will not be moving. Now let's see if my brother's gonna complain. I think I did pretty good dry brush, and I think he will be happy with that. And I did not do my signature heavy dry brushing effect. So now what we're gonna do, I got some tulips that are from Dollar Tree. I still cannot find any of this, and I secured them with some floral wire. Just I don't know why I did not want to use the hot glue. It was just maybe because of the shape of the reef form, but the floral wire looked great. So what I did, I added a couple of strings on each side, and then went back to this nasty tape. I need to look for something else. Do you guys have any suggestion for this? Some other floral tape, because this Dollar Tree one, it left some green stuff on my hand. It just feels so gross. Let me know in the comments below if you have some kind of other substitute for this. Now on the middle of this whole thing, we're gonna add some of my favorite flowers, which are roses. I love roses, and I only added 4 out of that whole bunch. I only added 4. You can probably squeeze 5, but 4 because one kind of looked finicky. So 4 look perfect. See how it turned out? Isn't it gorgeous? I love this wreath. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Elena and this is my crafting channel. If you would like to learn how to make a budget-friendly, high-end, expensive looking items, this is a place for you. I will teach you and I will show you. So I would really love for you to join me. Don't forget to click subscribe and give this video a like. Now let's continue with DIY number 2. It's going to be a tray, and you will need this nautical rope. It's white and it's 11 feet long from the Dollar Tree. I used 4 for this tray that I did, and you will need a top stove cover, and I used a bigger one. Also, you'll need some beads, and Dollar Tree has a great options, but I love the Amazon ones because you get 300 and they're in the same shape, and you really don't have to mess with it. So I will link it in the description below if you would like to see my beads. Now, as you have seen what I have done, I just used the hot glue and wrapped the rope around this whole tray, and then I used my floral wire from the Dollar Tree, and I kind of making the handles as you can tell. This was my first time making the handles, so that's why the wire looks a little weird. So now I used 10 beads on each side. I made 2 handles, and then I went to my antique wax from Beverly, and I just stained them with this little sponge, and it dry like instantly. I was so shocked that I didn't even have to dry it or mess with it. It did make my hands black, well, kind of brown, so I had to pause and go wash it. But now, see how handles look? Isn't that amazing? You can actually leave it the way it is, but I wanted some dimension in the tray, so I made them darker. Used the hot glue, placed my handles, and voila, our tray is done. This is actually my daughter's favorite DIY. All right, and for the final DIY, we will be making a flower vase. And what I got this, mm, I don't even know what it's called. It had a flower in it, and it has like a styrofoam inside. So I pulled the flower out, and I like the shape of this little vase, but it's too plain. So I can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Oh, I can't go wrong with my jute. So guess what? We're gonna be wrapping the jute around. So I got the Dollar Tree jute, and I start using my hot glue. And doesn't it look super easy? But oh my lord, it took me forever. This is the easiest looking DIY, but it took forever, literally forever. Oh my gosh, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that, but I was keep on going, just keep wrapping, and I got it until like almost the middle part of this vase, and I was already tired. So then I cut it off and used my chain linked jute. So if you don't know how to make this using a crochet tool, I have showed it several times in my prior tutorials. I will link one of the videos in the description below, and I throw it in the cards above so you can go check it out if you want to learn. It's super cool. Anyway, I did 2 rows on this little vase, and then I went back to the regular jute and finished it all the way to the top, like all the way to the top. Then I was done with that. I looked at it and I'm like, well, it looks too plain. And I'm like, ugh, I gotta add something to it because I wanted to match my tray. So guess what? I pulled my bleached jute. I pulled my bleached jute that I made the chain link jute as well. And I kind of outlined my middle portion on the top and on the bottom, and I think it made the world of difference because it added some dimension, and I was happy how it turned out. And we are done with the vase portion. Now we're gonna add some flowers. And I have some roses from Dollar Tree. I clipped a few out, not a lot, and a couple of leaves. And I was sticking them into this vase, and this styrofoam was giving me trouble, like literally. So I got my tool, which is my Cricut tool. Obviously, I have 2 sets, one for DIYs and one for Cricut, because I am too lazy to get up and go get a real tool. Whatever's handy, that's what I use. But anyway, I just keep arranging the flowers, and I was keep cutting a little bit, but I didn't want to overdo because it's such a small vase. I wanted to be like the cutest vase that is fits just perfect on this tray. And I love it. I love how it turned out. Look at it. What do you guys think? Would you have done something differently? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to know your opinion. Well, if you like this video, make sure to check this one out. But for now, it is bye, and I will see you in my next video real soon.